Parks and Knowles with the top trending stories on the HLN Social Index. Remember, this is our exclusive tool that tracks what's trending at this hour and what you are talking about. Coming in at number 10, it is Rosa Parks. Today marks the 60th anniversary of the moment Rosa Parks defied the Jim Crow laws by refusing to move to the back of a bus to allow a white man to have her seat. And people are celebrating the civil rights icon all over social media. Like this tweet from director Spike Lee. People, today, 60 years ago, Rosa Parks refused to move to the back of the bus. That's courageous. Time to bring in today's panel. We have pop culture commentator Lisa Durden, comedian Tom Kelly, and Daily Share contributor Shira Lazar. Lisa, I'm going to start with you. How big was Rosa Parks' impact on the civil rights movement?
Well, it was huge. I mean, for a woman in that time to stand her ground in that way, that was amazing. And what's interesting is it's paralleling what's happening today. You know, when you see all of these Black Lives Matter movements, people are getting angry, saying black folks are angry, and why are we fighting? This is no different than what Rosa Parks did back then. In order to make change, you have to take action, and that's what she did. And the sad part about it is, I think Rosa Parks might be turning over in her grave based on 60 years later, what's still going on now. Black men being murdered by police officers at record numbers. People are calling the Black Lives Matter movement a hate group. I mean, what's going on? So I think it's very apropos that we're celebrating it. And I hope this brings back some memories to say, hey, y'all, can we all get along? It really isn't that deep. We're all more alike than we are different.
All right, 60 years later, in fact, we are, of course, still talking about Rosa Parks and what a tremendous impact she had, not just on the civil rights movement, but the lasting impact that she has had on us all, Tom, right?
Well, and I think that's funny. What can we learn from Rosa Parks is really the question I keep asking nowadays is, how did Rosa Parks start a movement just by sitting on a bus without burning down a city? And I don't know why, and you talk about Black Lives Matter, is what can we learn from Rosa Parks, and why is the world rougher today that we can't just sit on the bus, if that makes sense?
All right, guys, we're going to move on to number 9. It is Sephora. The tech team behind the Lucid Cam has teamed up with the beauty company to create a virtual reality tour of their newest concept store in San Francisco. The Lucid Cam recently reached their $100,000 Indiegogo goal, aimed at bringing a virtual reality camera to consumers that can fit in your pocket and cost under $300. What? Pretty cool. Let's move on now to number 8, hashtag snowman dating problems. More than 4,000 people have tweeted this in the last couple of hours. People are saying things like cold feet, can never visit the beach, and only date option is Netflix and chill. I wonder if Tom Kelly tweeted that. That sounds like my boy Tom. All right, number 7 is American Eagle. With more than 500,000 Google searches in the last 24 hours, the company recently reported their earnings update, and it looks like American Eagle is finally out of the woods. The retailer has been struggling against competitors like Zara and Forever 21, but their sales have increased a sizable 9%. The rest of their earnings report for 2015 will be released tomorrow. Number 6, iPhone. That's trending on Facebook. More than 1 million people are talking about this right now. Okay, there's a rumor that Apple wants to kill the headphone jack on the iPhone. A Japanese Apple blog says a reliable source told them that the iPhone 7 will be too thin to include a standard 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Did you guys even know it was 3.5 millimeters? I didn't. Okay, instead, it will use Bluetooth headphones or an adapter that plugs into the lighting port. Oh, juicy. A little rumor there. Back to my panel. Is having a thinner phone worth doing away with our traditional earbuds? What do you think, Shira?
I'm just sick of it making my butt look bigger when I put my phone in.
Girl, you know you want that junk in the trunk. You know you want it.
Actually, I need it. It's true. I need it. But in all seriousness, I mean, Apple's always the first company to let go of things we're all traditionally used to and then make us pay more to buy other new things. You know, it started with the plug adapter. Like every new laptop you have has a new plug. And like at first everyone's like, why would I get that new laptop with a new plug? And yet we continue to buy all these things. And now with the phones, we'll have to buy new types of headphones, and it's creating a new standard for the headphones. And we said it when they let go of floppy disks, and it was crazy. crazy at the time.
She said floppy disk.
Floppy disk.
Wait, Shira, I'm sorry.
Where do I put my floppy disk on this thing?
At the time,
You know where you can
that
put your
was a big
floppy disk
deal.
now.
Where can you put it, Lisa? Where can you put your floppy disk? No, don't tell
He
us.
knows where
Don't
to
tell
put that floppy disk.
Okay, wait, Tom, are you going to jump on the Apple bandwagon if they do go straight Bluetooth with the headphones?
No, you know what? I'll tell you this. The nice thing about losing the cords is I usually spend so much time untangling my earbuds. I don't want to listen to music by the time I untangle them.
So
but I'll
you're
tell you
excited.
this. But I need a bigger phone to put my floppy disk in. That's what I'm pushing for.
Okay, Lisa, are you one of those people, though, do you get kind of ticked off when Apple changes the game? They change the game, and then now it's like, well, darn it, now I got to buy all this other new stuff to go with it.
What Apple is doing is capitalizing on the shenanigans. This is capitalism at its worst. I mean, listen. Orange is not the new black. All they're about to do is make Lisa Durden get another ticket for using the phone to listen to the music. I'm too cute for jail. So Apple, please, do not do this right now. I don't want to get locked the hell up in New York.
We don't want you to get
here's
locked
the other
up.
thing, too. How much thinner can it get? I'm having enough trouble finding my damn
Exactly.
phone in the morning. At this point, I mean,
Y'all
well,
are
let's just come up with invisible iPhones.
People are not happy.
Wow, y'all are feeling some type of way about this, but I guess enough to be
Exactly.
talking about it because it's number 6 on the index. All right, after
I want
the
a
break,
rotary one.
we are bringing you the top 5 stories from all across the web that everybody, including my panel, is talking about. Keep it right here on The Daily Share. HLN Social Index, it's number 5. It is World AIDS Day. Today is a day of remembrance and education, and it's the first ever global health day and started in 1988. This year's theme is The Time to Act is Now. Events are planned all across the world to raise awareness. So Shira, who's part of my panel, or the rest of my panelists, how have you seen awareness of AIDS and HIV change since 1988? That was 27 years ago.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'm an 83 kid. I'm putting out my age right now. But I mean, it's changed drastically. One, the research, obviously, and medication and treatment around it to sustain people living with HIV to have healthy, lives and a healthy lifestyle living with HIV. We're seeing it more than ever today. In the 80s, people were dying once you had HIV and AIDS. And obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert at HIV and AIDS, but you had no hope. We're seeing now with celebrities like Charlie Sheen coming out and saying, I'm living with HIV and it's going to be okay, and it's possible to be okay. And so the stigma around it is hopefully not as big as it was when, we saw it in the 80s. And obviously with LGBT community and awareness around that community, it's helped there as well, and it's beyond that community now. Right. So I think we're coming together in a day like this, using this hashtag, and it's more than what it was in the past.
Tom, is there a particular moment that you think really captivated America's consciousness of the AIDS crisis?
A particular moment, I've been thinking more about Charlie Sheen 2 weeks ago in that how far we've come from when I was a kid in the 80s of you don't touch anybody with AIDS to embracing it and knowing you can live with it and that we're close to beating it. I wore red for World AIDS Day today, and I was just thinking that we've come a long way, but we still got so much further to go.
Yeah, definitely. But it is definitely a part of the conversation. Here we are 27 years later, and we are talking about it globally. Coming in at number 4, it's Johnny Manziel. You may know him as Johnny Football. This is the moment. Cleveland Browns head coach Mike Pettine probably regretted demoting quarterback Johnny Manziel to 3rd string. While starting quarterback Josh McCown may be out for the rest of the season after taking this hard hit from the Baltimore Ravens last night. Now, Browns fans are wondering what's next. Will the coach be forced to unpunish Manziel? Or will he stand his ground and keep Manziel on the bench? What is pretty clear, fans at last night's game want Manziel back. They were heard chanting the embattled QB's name after McCown went down. Oh, this is a juicy one. My panel is back with me. Tom, fans clearly want Manziel back. They chanted his name, and the Browns are 2-9. Should he play or ride the bench again this Sunday against the Bengals?
You know what? I say ride the bench. I think the coach, it's what, Jerry Lewis, not Jerry Lewis, who's the coach, but the coach had a great point of you need to learn that actions in your 20s have consequences, okay? Manziel's not in, he is not in college anymore. He's not at Texas A&M now. He is playing in the big leagues. And you know what? The team is 2-9. They're not going for the Super Bowl. They can afford to have some morals here and teach him a lesson.
But Lisa, I mean, this is professional athletics, and what makes you money is winning games. They are 2-9 right now, and they may need. Oh, you got the thumbs down, really?
Absolutely. This is not your daddy's football of 1902. Now those big, gigantic, I'm just saying, those big, gigantic wallets come with responsibility. We want our athletes to have some respect. We want our athletes to be the kind of people that kids can look up to. So it's not just what you do on that field, it's also what you do off that field. So you can't run around drinking, hoeing, and doing shenanigans. You got to act right, not act like a fool. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. That's a, bye, Felicia.
Wow.
And taking to that point, you know how much I hate Tom Brady? And I'll say this about Tom Brady.
Why'd you have to bring Tom Brady up, Tom? Y'all share the same name.
Because you know what? Say what you want about Tom Brady. You don't see him drinking at Applebee's on a Tuesday. The man's got a little bit of class, and he should learn from Brady in that manner.
And I'm not saying you can't have a drinky poo here and there, but you can't get your drink on and drop it like it's hot and turn the hell up. I mean,
wow, y'all are feeling some type of way for some people who are not from Cleveland. All right. And
I'm hard on these celebrities. I'm hard on these celebrities.
You're telling us how you feel, and we appreciate that. All right. In at number 3 on the HLN social index is hashtag Giving Tuesday. 'Tis the season that people are looking to give back, and they found it because today is Giving Tuesday. This day is designated as a way to celebrate the millions of people around the globe who encourage and support giving. GivingTuesday.org estimates a 470% increase in online donations since the inception of the day back in 2012. Wow. Making quite an impact. All right, up next, we'll break down the top 2. You don't want to go anywhere. Keep it right here on The Daily Share. Coming in at number 2 is Christie Brinkley. Can you believe the supermodel is 61? Not from that bikini pic, you cannot. She posted this on Instagram, and she is a mom of 3. Brinkley just proves that age is really nothing but a number. Let's get back to my panel. Guys, we are still in love with this Uptown Girl. For those of you who don't know, Billy Joel, he sang that song. And they say, you got it? Oh, that's okay. You don't have to do your rendition, Tom. There it is. Okay. Okay, do you think she just has really good genes, or is she just living really well, Tom? I don't think it matters which way it is to you.
Oh, who cares? I don't care. You know what? What was she, in the 80s? She was the Uptown Girl. She's 61 now. In 4 years, she'll be Uptown at the nursing home girl.
What?
I am in love with her. I'll tell you right now, at 61, she's hotter than ever. In fact, you want to know why she's hotter than ever?
Why?
She's 4 years away from getting Medicaid, and that's what I need in a woman.
Oh, my God, Tom.
Tom, okay, every time you're on this show, you talk about dating and how you're looking for a lady. If Christie Brinkley is available, that's not how you get her. I'm just letting you know. That's not how you do it.
What do you mean? I'm willing to cash her Social Security checks for her every morning. I'll be the pool boy she always dreamed of. I am ready to go.
Pool boy.
Tom's mean.
Shira, why do you think we are still so in love with Christie Brinkley?
I was going to say it is Giving Tuesday, so she's giving us a lot.
Yeah, I'll give her something this Tuesday.
Horrible. So I just think, one, she's proving that even at any age, and I hate saying that 61, like 61 is still young.
I know, right?
How old we live. But the fact is she looks happy. She has a great body. But I think in the end, it's like she's obviously happy with herself, and that extends to her, beauty, her outer beauty as well. Yeah. And she's rocking it at any age. She's wearing a bikini. I mean, she looks good. And I think people are inspired by that and empowered by that at every age.
Well, Christie wrote a book called Timeless Beauty with all of these beauty tips. And after looking at her pictures, would you listen to her advice, Lisa?
Absolutely. She is snatched, honey. We say snatched. Her face is snatched. Her body is snatched. She's gorgeous. Now, I read the book. The one thing she left out is the plastic surgery. Boom.
Oh! No, she did not. No,
Okay.
You know what? Christie did say,
because she has a good diet, a good doctor, good regimen. It's all good. It's a 360 degrees of beauty. I love it.
Okay,
Don't ruin it, all right? People who like hot dogs don't want to see how they get made. Don't ruin the image for me.
Correct.
Oh, y'all are killing it. Wait, this is one thing that she did talk about, though, is her vegan diet. And she attributes her good looks and age-defying beauty to that vegan diet. I'm just saying. All right, finally, the topic that's been #1 all day is Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. Check out this new sneak peek of the new movie. Okay, Tom, how excited does this trailer make you to see the movie?
Well, you got to realize I'm a comic book nerd who has been afraid that this movie was going to stink. And this movie, this trailer that just came out, restored my faith in Zack Snyder and what this movie can be. This is what nerds want to see. We don't want to see buildings blowing up. We're tired of September 11th in space. We want to see drama between two characters. And this is the most exposing moment for a superhero's life. Batman and Superman have never been together on a movie screen. And then Batman getting a cowl removed. This is what nerds want to see, and I want to see more of it.
I mean, that is some drama for you, though. I'm just going to say, as a girl and not a comic book nerd, Shira, do you think that girls are going to be into seeing this as well? I mean, it is too hot, guys.
Well, they look good in those outfits. I mean, I'm seeing some ads and pecs, so that's good. But I think people love Ben Affleck, and a lot of comic book nerds, but then I think in general, people who like him overall, I mean, not to say what he does in his personal life, but you know, we're wondering if he could pull off Batman. And I was looking at the comments on YouTube, and a lot of people from this teaser felt like, wow, okay, now they have restored faith in the fact that he can do this, and they're excited to see Ben Affleck now.
Well, that's true. Fans are praising Warner Brothers for showing that teaser during last night's episode of Gotham. You're going to get to see the entire trailer tomorrow night on Jimmy Kimmel. Lisa, quickly, do you think the connection between the TV show and the movie is what's keeping this at #1 all day?
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Superman. Batman.
Oh, she's just going to sing it. Okay. Oh, okay. I want to thank my panel so much for joining us today. You guys have been fantastic. I got to give a shout out to two special people in the studio right now. It's Steve and Steve. I used to work with these guys when I did sideline reporting. Look at them waving. Y'all act like y'all have never been on TV before. Oh, because you just run the show behind the scenes. Guys, thanks so much for watching the show. We'll be right back here tomorrow on The Daily Sheriff Social Index.